Hello, welcome to the stream. World of Warcraft's back. We had our one day off. How? We had a few days off, didn't we? But our one day off World of Warcraft. I just wanted to stream something different yesterday. A new Warframe patch came out, so I thought might as well. Since I had not touched it, and I needed to do it before the event that starts today, I think. Now, haven't played WoW in about a week since last stream, so 10,000 away from 52. Are the abilities that we get at 52 worth training? We do get a battle shout, so yes, that is definitely worth training. So, I think, therefore I am, I think we may just go get 10,000 experience. And then probably go on Ungro. Probably. How about we head up to the Western Plague Lanes to clear the way. That'll get us to 52 really fast, really easy. And then we can continue on our journey. Now, because I haven't played World of Warcraft in over a week, I am going to level quite quickly, I would think. When I get to Ungro, because I'm gonna have a lot of rested. But I guess we'll see. Can drop these quests, because even if we do them, we can just go pick them back up anyway. I'm gonna need a lot more quest slots for Ungro Crater. I might stop in Burning Steps along the way. Also, my nose feels like it's running. I've got some smelly stuff on the bottom of my nose to make it stop running so I can breathe. Because for whatever reason this morning, it's just like absolute tap. So hopefully it doesn't actually start running, because it just feels like it's running. Kind of awkward. I'm just like, I don't think I have a cold or anything. I just woke up with some allergies for whatever reason. Whenever summer kicks in, and it's usually spring, when the weather's just constantly changing, you know, you got hot one day and then cold one day, and then you got hot the next day and hail and storms the next day. That's basically where it's at right now. I don't know why it's happening now and not like months ago, but I get absolutely fricked up by that. So my nose has been not great the last few weeks, to be honest. The day after I went out with some friends to play mini golf and stuff, my allergies actually kicked my ass so hard. Out in the sun, around all the trees and bushes and pollen and all that stuff. Just got my ass beat. Because I streamed Warframe yesterday, I actually got some drops from Warframe. I didn't even know there were Warframe drops on, so it was actually good. that I streamed it. One of those things, sometimes you start streaming a game and it's like, alright, got them drops, good to go. Hopefully I can either find more mage weave or more rune cloth today, because we are running low. We are a warrior, so we are going to need it, and I feel like a sneeze is coming, which is going to fuck me up so hard. A sneeze when I know my nose is being a pain in the ass is not a good thing. I just started, game. There always has to be one who really sneezes though to screw me over. Ugh. I wouldn't say I'm feeling great today. But
you need something? See you around.
I would like to make a little bit of progress at least.
What can I do for you? See you around. Be careful.
Or equip Dayton's. Probably pick my mail on this character actually, because obviously I wasn't here last week on Friday. I might have some mail that's about to time out, so I should probably check it. Like there's another person doing this. Okay. We won't use the elixir of giant. This, we're only gonna be here a little while. We're only gonna be here as long as we have to be. Guys attack really fast. You don't really notice how fast they attack when you're not playing a melee. Because we're switching between so many different characters, it's easy to forget. Parry on the Thrash, that was pretty good. Oh, nice. That is one recipe that I did want. The more defensive recipe, but it does also increase the damage that mobs take, so be good. Like a defensive with an offense is a offensive ability on top of it. Really gonna need ghouls. I don't think I even care about that flare. We're just gonna continue this way. 1 bar from 52. It's pretty good. Obviously, we almost hit 52 last Tuesday. And I was like, yeah, I could probably do it, but there's not much point when I was just going to log out. I think we did the Blasted Lanes on Tuesday, if I remember correctly. And you know, Blasted Lanes, even if Tiramis isn't there, it's a bit stressful, so once you get through it, you're kind of like, yeah, I'll just take the rest off. Seems good. Especially being a warrior with a whirlwind axe. That's a little stressful. Really bringing down the whole feel of playing a warrior when you got a weapon that you've had for almost 20 levels. It's like probably the worst thing. Been a weapon for that long. Whirlwind Axe you can get away with like 10 levels. Keep it for. That's why it's better on Alliance, because you get the Bone Biter. Well, I am Alliance, but I'm not doing dungeons, so I don't get the Bone Biter, but generally, you get the Bone Biter. Bit harder on the Horde to find an upgrade sometimes. But you'd hope by the time you hit level 50 that you do have a new weapon, but we are in the unlucky department of new weapons. Them resisted, that's fine. Of course it was Thrasher who... Now that one resisted. We couldn't win with Demo Shout there. We still got alright damage, mainly because a lot of our other gear outside of the weapon is quite strong. And we got this level 48 hat that we found from that rear. That was pretty crazy. Or this was actually from the rear. The Blasted Lanes. This I think we found on Lena. Still got that. Not that great, but working on it. But generally, outside of the weapon, it's okay. Thankfully. Stop resisting. Need some hit gear. Bow hit gear. It's one of those things that I always found funny about Warrior and Vanilla WoW. Is that Taunt, Demo Shout, all that was applied to spell hit. Fella here. There's always seems to be a frickin' prop paladin in the Plague Lands, honestly. Like how his name is Warrior Priest. I haven't really played much Warhammer Online this last few weeks, but I am playing a Warrior Priest. When I am playing. My video gaming sessions have not been that much in the last few weeks. Shot her whirlwinding. But obviously, when you got friends around, and, you know, from Australia, stuff like that, running into old friends that become new friends, you know, people that you haven't seen for 20 years. You've changed over 20 years, obviously. So it's like making a new friend. You have the rapport, so it's easy to talk to each other again, I feel. When I ran into that guy from high school, it's just like, we were just able to talk like we had no time has passed. But that's kind of the person I am. If I run into someone and it's been probably even 50 years, I'd be like, hello, how you doing? Get this goal before that paladin is able to take it. Because the goals are way rare. That's a guy thing, I think, though. You're able to just talk to people like no time has passed. we don't hold it against each other. We know life is busy, you know. When I moved to Australia, it was like, well, I don't see much point in keeping in touch with people because I'm not going to be able to see them anyway. So I deleted my Facebook and everything when I first moved to Australia. I do have one now, mainly to keep in touch with like family members that for whatever reason need to use Facebook. But I don't really use it outside of that. But it did make it easy to catch up with that guy. Like, you know, rather than trying to run into each other in the middle of the street randomly again. Probably just be easier to add him here. The fact that we did run into each other out in the middle of the street randomly was already fortuitous enough. I didn't think that would ever happen. I'll take that as a sign that maybe there's someone important in my life. Has opened a social door that I was lacking. That's good. Now we're going fishing next year. I haven't been fishing for a long time, so that'll be fun. Relearning how to fish. Sadly, we did run into each other at the busiest time of the year, obviously, December. Christmas, especially because he's got 2 young daughters. So it's like, yeah, you do you, man. Don't worry about me. Pretend I don't exist. Like I haven't for 20 years. Two more ghouls. 3 more flayers. We are... I think we're just over 1 mob away from... If that's the case, maybe we fight 2 next. We are gonna do the wasted plague land. We are gonna do the Western plague lands on all the characters. We're gonna do the Eastern plague lands on all the characters. If we die there, it doesn't matter. Like it's more fun to do than it is to not. There's a lot of people out there that are just like never do the plague lands while leveling. I'm not one of them. I always do the plague lands while leveling. Alright, this should be okay. We are gonna level, like I said. Even if we get low, we are gonna get health back. Yes. There it is. Level 52. 2 strength, 1 agility, 2 stam. Increase. Not bad. Now when we go back to Iron Forge, we'll get a new battle shaft. Get another blood craze. Man, it's been procking, hasn't it? We are taking some crits. Like my face is a bit dry. See on my cheeks. Got them dry cheeks. Honestly, so I got some new sunscreen. Obviously had to try it out last week when I went outside with my friends. I was outside one day for like 5 hours straight in the hot ass sun. It was like 30 degrees or something. Completely sunny. So it worked well. Didn't get any sunburn. Apart from I missed a little spot here. So I had like a red line. I guess my shirt maybe like went that way at one point, and yeah, got a little bit of sunburn there, but it only lasted for like a day. But yeah, that sunscreen was pretty good, which is good because it generally costs $40 for like a 50. It was on sale for 30, but still. Sunscreen expensive, man. But it is quite hard to find a good one, because a lot of like sunscreen says SPF whatever, and then it isn't, you know. So some people will wear a sunscreen that they pay $20 or so for, and it's like SPF 50 plus whatever, and then they come out like a lobster. Like, yeah, that ain't it. So it took me maybe a month to figure out what sunscreen I wanted, but we got there. I think I got a good one.
I buy and trade.
Storm Shroud pants. Probably not gonna buy those. Even though I kind of want to go elemental level work, and I don't think these are worth. Like getting 2% crit is nice, but there's no stats on. And if you have pants that have, say, 16 agility,
Or the Alliance.
well, you get 1% crit anyway. So, and they'll have something else like Stam, you know? I do remember back in the day, though, that a lot of, like, gold farmers wore Storm Shroud. Storm Shroud, Helm of Fire. Don't know why, it was the gold farmer way of life. Do I care to go talk to this person right now? I think we just head to Ungaro Crater and give it our best. We're 2 levels away from where we need to be on Francie. We go to Ungaro Crater, we have a full level of rested. And generally, you get a full level in Ungaro anyway. Very good zone to level in. Problem is, we are going to have to fight some mobs that are higher than us. I need to find more thorium as well. I would like to be able to get the Imperial plate braces during this league because they are like the biggest upgrade that we can get. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 2 Imperial plate items, but if we can, I'm not sure what else I would go. Because our shoulders are really good, but Baumer's aren't. Maybe the gauntlets. The shoes wouldn't be a bad one because then we can put Mirthful Spurs on them when we send the Baumer. It's up in the air, kind of. Oh, good to see Nazi and Bold still haven't leveled past 50. Lazy bastards. I'm gonna get my non-Medley character to 60 before TBC comes out, probably. But it's gonna need to happen in the next 2 months. Which I think is right on time for TBC coming out anyway. Perhaps. It might be a long pre-patch, who knows? Because as much as I wanted to do a hardcore TBC run, I don't think I'm going to actually be playing the game. I've already said this many times that I'm kind of done with World of Warcraft. And it's not just World of Warcraft. I'm kind of hitting that point now where I'm like... Now this happens every 5 to 10 years. Where I kind of like want to focus on life a bit harder. You know, get to the next stage of like career or whatever. And as people know, I do want to kind of go back to school. Change my career, so... Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Arrows for sale. Oh, arrows are for sissies. What is that quest? I've never seen that quest before. I have arrows.
Interest you in a pint?
Get the battle shout. That's all we really need. $54. Pretty good level damage and such. I wouldn't use Brainhager. So fast for a two-handed weapon. You know, I think some of my mail may have timed out. I feel like I had
What's
more.
on your mind?
Hey, it is what it is. It just went back to Lena, honestly, if it did, so...
What's your back?
It's okay. Okay. Now we want to go to Ungaro. So how are we going to get there? We're going to go to Paramore, I think. Do I have any quests to pick up on the way, however? No, just the one in Tanaris. Unless... Mystery of Marrowgrain, I don't even know if that is actually a quest because it's there on the map. But I've never actually seen it. So,
Right on me.
I'm not going to care about that one.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I wouldn't use Terran Icebreaker either. Ping, we need to find an X of the beer. 3.6 speed around. They've about the same stats, like strength of the same, but I think it would do more damage. We could get one of the tiger also, like it doesn't need to be of the beer, just something with strength on it. Strength and not intellect, honestly. Arr. Yeah. The goal is to get Francie to 54 before Christmas. So, pretty much this week. We are only 8 days away. After all. I might stream a little bit next week, but I'm not 100%. We'll see. But I'm gonna be honest, we're kind of hitting the point where I want to focus more on life. Way more than, like, getting the Medley done, so... At some point in the near future. I hope not. But I may have to just put the Medley on pause. With a not sure when we'll pick it up kind of stipulation. Especially if I start going to school and all that stuff again, you know. 37-year-old going to school. Never thought I'd see the day, but hey. Never actually went to university or any kind of, like, I did a little course after high school. It was like an outdoor course. But I never did anything that was like challenging exam-wise. So I think it would be a fun thing to do at least. And maybe this time, you know, I'm not addicted to World of Warcraft, so I'm not going to fail all my exams because I'm writing nonsense. I sometimes wonder what my teachers at high school thought when, you know, I was getting academic excellence in chemistry in year 11, which is the first year of exams. And then year 12 was just like, man, this guy just sucks at everything. And it was because of World of Warcraft. Not only because of World of Warcraft. I was enabled to play World of Warcraft, wasn't I? There was a lot of not caring about all the schoolwork and everything. And I was just a kid having fun, so me. I needed some guidance, but I didn't have it. But my family was going through some shit at that time as well, so we all had issues. Well, kinda hit at the perfect time to screw life over, in my case. It didn't get me completely, but it did a hell of a good job. But hey, I'd rather be addicted to World of Warcraft when I'm a teenager than like drugs, so... It is a drug, yeah, but it doesn't fuck your health up as much. You know, there were some people in my high school that would definitely go in the other way. So thankfully... My grandma sent me a message last night and I didn't respond to it. Sent me another one this morning and now I've got 2 messages I haven't responded. By the time she sent it last night now, she was up really late last night, surprisingly. Usually she goes to bed before 9. I get a message from her at like 9:30. I'm like, I won't respond to that because she'll probably go to bed. I don't want to wake her up. And then I forgot about it this morning. And now I see another one. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, I'll get back to her this afternoon. She'll be right. She knows how I am. It's funny because I will either respond to someone right away when they message me, or I will respond to them like a day later. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. But it's just how I am. I really wish my nose would stop feeling like it's having a big old run, you know? I remember one time I sneezed at high school, actually. This was another high school story. I sneezed once and I had like the longest boogie just hanging out of my nose after I sneeze. It's like my brain came out of my nose. It was gross. Got 2 quests to pick up here. We won't be doing volcanic activity right away, I don't think.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Hurry back.
The sticky tar. It gets everywhere.
Ah, potential customer. Have a good one.
Yabita. Yeah, so I think the braces are 20, right?
Watch, get her back.
Yes.
Be good.
And then, let's see, so if we were looking at gloves... There aren't any gloves. Weird. We can't look at gloves because they don't exist, apparently. Are there really no gloves? Let me see. Imperial plate gloves. Apparently gloves don't exist. Weird. Why? Okay. Weird. Let's see, belt would be 20 as well.
Be good.
We'll see. Pink shoulders are also 20. I never really knew, like I guess I never really have paid attention to it. But Imperial plate gloves not existing is a strange thing. They've just never been a thing. Like, okay. To be fair, this is my first blacksmith in Classic WoW that have actually, you know, leveled quite far. So it's not surprising that I wouldn't know what exists and what doesn't, but Imperial plate gloves, like you'd expect them to be a thing, right? If anything, I'd expect the braces to be not a thing. Edge. Ungaro Crater, 52 on the Warrior with the Whirlwind Axe. It's not gonna be the easiest. Obviously we came here on the Rogue at 52, it was pretty chill. But on the Warrior I would say it's gonna be a little bit harder. But the reason I would go here is because it's a fast 53, isn't it? No matter what. As long as Francie stays alive. I heard it. It was probably like 6 months ago or so now. Just after I moved into this house, maybe like a month or two after. There was a kid down the back of the house. So there's another house down the back of my house. And I heard them singing one day. And they were singing Staying Alive. I need that child to sing Staying Alive while I'm in Unguro Crater on my warrior, honestly. I didn't even know kids knew that song. I guess their parents must listen to it from time to time because there ain't no freaking children under the age of 10 that would know that song just because. That ain't happening. I haven't heard that song in like 10 years. And then I heard that kid singing it, and I listened to it on YouTube. I was like, well, gotta pull it up now. Been remembered. Reminded. My brain not working very well today, I'm gonna be honest. I think I did undersleep. I woke up 40 minutes before my alarm, so. Yeah. Unguro Crater. We will do the Lakari quest first. Now, it is going to be a bit hard because he's level 56, but sure we can do it. Got retaliation. I want that 20,000 experience that we get when we come in here for the first time. I think I have power crystals in the mailbox, actually. I forgot. Oh well. This is my soil. I remember when I first came to Unguro Crater and I was actually grinding Ravasaurs. Like, I came here and I just started grinding Ravasaurs. I don't know why. I didn't really know where to go, so, you know, you come down here and you're just like, I'll just grind dinosaur. It is one of the things that happened when you first played World of Warcraft. You enter a new zone, you don't see a city anywhere, you're like, I'll just do something down here. That was pretty much where I was. Just grinding Ravasaur. And then I saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I was like, holy shit. Nice. Nope, invalid target. I'm not sure if because it like faded as I was getting it, or if it faded because it wasn't my tag. But oh well, I guess. We tried. Nose is annoying me today. On those days where you're like, wish I didn't have it. Depending on how stressful Anguro is today, it might be a shorter stream. Like I said, I have underslept. My eyes do feel a little bit, not heavy, but getting close. We'll get to 53 when we get to 53. It doesn't have to happen right away. Now, in my luck on Francie, there'll be a devil saw up in there. You're right on through. I don't know how many crystals I have in the mail, but I know I do have some of them. I don't know if I'm going to get to them, though. I forgot to bring them. Any devils or? I don't want to kill my way in here. I don't know who made these reptiles poisonous, but some masochist. Some absolute crazy person. Like we're gonna have to deal with a few poisonous reptiles today, don't? Kind of funny that this quest, because it's in the path of a devil saw, is probably one of the most dangerous ones. It's this first one. You can literally see a devil saw 2 minutes into Unguru. I don't want to. But you can. If this was like retail World of Warcraft, when you take a slice of that dinosaur, the devil saw would spawn right in front of you. %100%. I mean, I don't even know if that quest exists in retail anymore. They changed all the quests in Cataclysm, right? But I could see them making a devil saw spawn in front of you. Angora is such a good zone though. Stressful, but it's got everything that you need. Go round in a circle, you're good to go.
Walk with the earth.
Not as stressful as it was the very first time I played hardcore, I will be honest. It's a lot less stressful for me to go through here now than it was. There are still moments that are like, ew. Yeah, I would have probably got too close to Ah. I didn't even know that was a thing. Surely I don't need to use a potion here, right? We got a crit. In the journal. Good. Another 5k experience. 3.5. Not 5k. Close. I want to go grab this. That's at least we have inventory on this character. Alright, no devil saw over here, please. Like we're gonna have to clear. Bit annoying. Dinosaurs everywhere. Who would have thought Jurassic Park would have so many dinosaurs? Could actually put a weapon stone on my weapon. I didn't completely forget about it. Just noticed that I had that Ravasar poison. I didn't want to. Don't know if you need both. I clear this fella. I need to clear the other runner. And then we should be able to get to the end. A little bit awkward. There's one issue with this though, that I always have. I'm like, what if a devil sword comes? We do not yet have piercing hail. So if we have a devil saw on us, we're gonna have to hamstring it. Get away. knows it. Dump the egg. And we'll use what's its face? Retaliation on the next fella. Because he's big. And then we should be good. Okay. Taking quest down. Choose the experience.
May the eternal
Oop.
sun shine.
These paints are good, right? But they are male. 16 is. I think I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, that hiccup hurt. Like right in the core of my being. My nose would stop being like itchy and runny. It's the worst. Problem is, if I go and blow my nose, it's just gonna start trying to porgy. I'm not going to pick up any crystals that I don't need the 7 of. Even though I have other characters that are going to need them, right? So it's kind of okay to get them. But there's so many of them anyway. Fact is, we're probably going to end up the right amount of crystals to get to the place anyway. They want. Alright. It is fight time. Fight for our life, literally. Hope I can get a charge on them. Try to get some sunders up first. And then we will retaliate. Nice, a crit from that first retaliation, that's good. That was pretty much perfect. I think if we didn't crit that first retaliation proc, we might have had to do an extra 200 damage or so to him, but yeah, that worked out pretty much perfectly. Take it. There we go. Wondering when that would happen. The inside of my nose feels like it's gonna start running, you know. But focused on that right now. Wouldn't want that. Funny, yesterday I had a 4-hour stream where I didn't even look at the clock one time. Today I already know I'm an hour in. Might be because I yawned. But I'm also just a bit more tired than I was yesterday.
What brings you here? Ancestors watch.
Do I have any armor kits? No. Because I think I will wear these pants. We lose like 2, oh, not even 2. 1.4% armor or 1.4% damage reduction. We gain 40 HP and 8 attack power. Probably worth it. Pretty good. They look good too. Like they're not. Like these ones were ugly. These ones actually look like they suit our character. I'll take it. I'll take the armor hit on those. I do love that questline though, because it's so much experience when you first get to Unguru. Play a nice, good introduction. Alright, will we see a devil saw? Possibly, probably. Can't see shit when we get off our meat. I had the devil saws. I had this devil saw spawn in front of me 2 times when I was here on my non-Medley warrior. Like it respawns about here. I was ready for the devil saw and I still got a fright. Nice. I will say though, this is probably the most stressful Unguro that I'm gonna have during the medley because I don't want to lose this character. This character is so important. The overall state of the medley, you know. We're gonna be making Imperial Plate when we get some Thorium. We've got a Phantom Blade. Like, there's a lot of reasons that I want to keep this character alive. So devil saws are stressful. Compared to when we saw them on the rogue and it's just like, it's just devil saw. Worries. they are. We need some yellow crystal. There's always one. There's always one color of crystal that you just have not seen enough of. For us today, it is yellow.
What's happening? See you soon.
Be about to. I mean, we can't do the escort, obviously, but.
Yo! Glad I could help.
The finding? Yeah. We might go in the cave.
How are you? See you later.
Well,
Lost, we'll leave there for now.
What's up? Hurry back! Keep it real!
Roll the bones. Not my favorite ability. Devil Saw Gauntlet. We're probably not going to do tribal level. As much as I was thinking about doing tribal level working when I first started the Medley, I think it is not that viable because we can't make the
safe travels.
leagues anyway.
Good day to
Because I
you.
can't
Have a good
make
one. Safe travels.
skilled rugged hides.
See you later.
I don't have an engineer.
Greetings. Very good. Off and away. Alright, then. Very well, then.
Yeah, but might be more viable later on if I like open up the auction house, stuff like that.
Talk to me!
But for now, it's not too viable. Did I go get the
What's up?
crystals? Yeah.
Hurry back!
I'm not doing well today, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, this is looking like a 2-hour stream angle. We'll get a little bit of experience and then probably just go. I think if I was feeling better, if I wasn't having allergy issues, I would probably hit level 53 today. But my nose is going, my frickin' my eyes are going, you know, everything's just like, ugh. Probably hear it in my voice. Body's just like, nah, man. Hey. Ugh. Just wish the weather would stay like, you know, whenever seasons happen, they should go, like the weather should be like that the whole season. We don't need super hot days one day and then like stormy weather the next. Just fucks me over hard. See. One more yellow. I'll take these out. Those to friend, who is the next character down the line. I might go blow my nose. I feel like it's gonna start dripping. That would be great.
Keep it real.
I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Think I will go to Unguro and do the yellow power crystal if I can find it. And sticky tar. And that might be it for today, honestly, because I am feeling a bit kind of gross.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
Lowest griffin ever. So, for those who like World of Warcraft, I will apologize. It is going to be a short stream. Because I feel like my nose is going to start just running so hard. I don't really want to be, you know, having to blow my nose every 2 minutes like that. It's always worse when you're just sitting here talking. But hey, we've gotten 50,000 experience today, and we got an upgrade. So no matter what, we made some progress. Hopefully I can come back tomorrow and not feel terrible. Just blast through some experience. Get to 53, whatever. Terrible, man. Feel it running. Really awful when you like blow your nose and then it constantly wants to continue. That's where we're at right now, and that's why I think it will have to be a short stream, because I'm not dealing with this shit all day while streaming. Don't know why there's so much boogies up there. Our Lord. The Lord of Tar. Makes sense. These guys aren't too bad, but you know, they are higher level than we are, so it might be a little bit terrible. There's also a yellow power crystal right there, which is awesome. Getting disarmed twice in a row, basically, with a two-handed weapon, like. Just let me play the game. Nice, of course we got free. That's good for friend. This work. Yeah, as long as she makes it here. Just kind of hit or miss because she's a druid and playing boom again. It will be fun though. Boomkin last time around was pretty good. Man, the quest drops are dropping, which is good because, you know, like I said, this is probably going to be our last quest for today. I'm feeling a bit too fucked up today. Can be honest. We went from a really amazing stream yesterday where we were just awake and time flew by because we were having so much fun. And we come back to WoW and I'm just like allergic to it. Terrible. Now this nose is itchy. Nostril. I don't have two noses. One. The lurkers do something extra. Black sludge. I'm pretty sure black sludge is like a attack speed reduction, if I remember correctly, so we don't want that. Now we're already slow enough with our weapon. Come on. Hit the damn mole. The drops have stopped dropping and now there's a rogue over here as well. Looks like the sun might come out this afternoon, which is nice. Don't know if it's going to be that nice because I might be asleep, trying to recover from whatever. Not like I'm sick, I'm just sick of something. 54, no problem. There's warriors out there that think you need to grind on green mobs and you need engineering to level to 60. Get fucked. Rogues. I don't know if they're both here doing quests. There are so many people that think you need to level a warrior on green mobs or green quests only. So many people that think you need engineering, like it's mandatory for a warrior. Neither of my warriors have engineering. And you sneeze again. How amazing. Oh, I don't even know if I'll finish this. Oh, man. I'm gonna get puffy eyes soon. My nose is starting to be blocked. It's not good. think I'm just allergic to World of Warcraft. Might need to quit. Allergic to the game. Like sludge. Run. Oh, I feel like shit right now. If I had known this would be how the day would go, I wouldn't have started streaming. I'm gonna be. Like less than a 2-hour stream? Didn't have that on the agenda when I started. But hey, at least we got one. We've already streamed more days this week than we did last week. We can be happy about that. Ooh. Four out of 12. I would like to finish this quest at least. You know, we're gonna have to go back to Gaggers to hand it in. So. Be a good quest to get finished. So we are gonna go back to Gaggers. Well, that stops me. So I wish I could stop parrying in my brain and then he disarmed me. That's a good way of doing it. Eat my sword. But like, no W. Sword. It's still sword, isn't it? Sword. Sword. There was sword. The W was silent. Unless you say sword. Sword is another word that's weird, because like word is basically sword without the S, but it's pronounced different. Sword, word. English language. We'll be less than 100k from leveling at least. No matter what. We're gonna have that going for us next stream. Assuming I'm back tomorrow. If I'm feeling good at least, we should hit 53 relatively quickly. You know, blast through the rest of Anguro. And then I think we should have a lot of rested after that even, so 54 might come relatively quickly also. Be nice. Less danger we need to put Francie in better. The later levels have been a lot more, man, I wish I just had rested experience to level up. Yeah, there's a lot of people that level 8 characters at the same time and they're leveling one with rested and then logging off it and going to another one with rested. That's not what we've been doing in the Medley. It's a little bit different because we have to stay on the character we're on. But these later levels, and especially with the amount of time I've had to play December and such, stop resisting. Jesus, 3 in a row. Big freak. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I've wanted more and more rested experience while leveling these later levels because it's just gotten to that point now where I've done 33 days of leveling in the hardcore Medley. And that is too much. I want to see the end of all the characters' journeys, you know, whether they hit 60 or they die. Like, Garland is the only character that has an end right now. I was expecting more, that's the thing. I was kind of expecting to be done with the Medley before the end of this year. Granted, I didn't know I'd be moving twice. So, that definitely took out a few months. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, tiring. Want it to be done. It'll feel good when it's over. But for now, it's just like, it just... Now I'm feeling another sneeze coming. So that's fun. My body's actively rebelling against me playing Warcraft right now. I got disarmed when he was dead. Interesting. Did I really do 130 DPS against this mob? I don't think so. Didn't feel like it. I'm gonna be honest. But that's what 130 DPS feels like. I've been lied to on other characters. They must be doing thousands at least. Yep. How it goes. See, that was 70 DPS. That felt like 70. That 130 before? I don't know about that. Wowza. Wowza, no give me buff. Rude. Rude. Even 5 more. Not doing too bad on them, I guess. Could have been faster, but it's not been so bad. Plus, you know, getting extra experience is helpful, no matter what. Always worth it. No matter what, this week I will try my best to stream on Friday so I can check the mail. Oh, it's been 2 weeks now. A lot of Hard the Wilds. We don't really need them anymore because we've got Dreamweave. But it's always nice to have more. Just in case, for whatever reason, some item comes along and it's like, hey, Heart of the Wild, please. Really haven't been getting lucky with the soil. I think every soil I've collected has been like +1. Found more soil fighting these mobs than we have out of the ground, I feel. Soil's a bit ass. Be able to grow a garden with it. Speaking of growing garden, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm growing strawberries. I didn't even know I was growing strawberries. They were kind of just here. Moved into the place and there were strawberries growing. So I've already had 1 harvest of strawberries. It's pretty good. Thinking maybe I could sell them, you know. Strawberries for sale. Yeah, I guess whoever was living here last was growing strawberries and, well, didn't take their strawberry plants with them. So strawberries for me. Kind of got, or noticed them a bit late, so we got to them a bit late, so some of them were a bit bug ridden, you know. Some of the strawberries were eaten by like ants, whatever. But a majority of them were okay. But it was funny because I didn't even know they were strawberries until I saw those strawberries. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys that, so now you know. Now I've got tomatoes, potatoes, strawberries growing at various locations around my house. So that's fun. The tomatoes are the only thing that were planted while I've been here. The rest just came with the house. I think the potatoes probably came from someone dumping potatoes down the back. That's where they are, just in the backyard, like there's a little garden area. So I don't know how, like, good they would be even. They're potatoes, right? So... it's worse they have. They're already a poisonous fruit. It's not like you can be poisoned unless you don't cook them. Oh, big frenzy damage. So that was 140 DPS for sure. The power that Whirlwind Axe has, still alright. It's just only when we crit. Kind of feeling a bit better after that sneeze, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm sure some point in the next little while I'll probably be like, ugh. So yeah, I will end after this. Still some good prog today, like I said. We've gained 70,000 experience now. And we haven't even handed in the quest yet, so we're going to gain a bit more. Maybe 80,000 experience, maybe 90, depending on how long this quest takes. Weapon damage plus 110. Why did it only do 20 extra damage? Explain to me that, the video game. I think after stream, which is going to be relatively soon, I'll probably go have a nap and see if I can feel better after that. Catch up on the sleep that I didn't get. Like pimp's coming in. I rubbed over it and I felt it. Felt a little tickle. Yes, I'm glad he let me crit him with an overpower first. At least we saw a devil saw today. Got a jump scare. It was a pretty good day, honestly. Devil saw jump scare. I remember in, I think my very first Unguro Crater video on hardcore, you know, Franca's series. I think I put the sound of like a T-Rex stomping in the background. It was really scary. I hope I didn't give anyone like a heart attack from that video. But I thought it was immersive. You know, my average age audience is like 30 to 40 something, so we're getting up there. Some younger fellas that watch me on Twitch, but YouTube is generally like middle age. I think if I was going to stream more long term, I would probably be streaming on YouTube. Because YouTube is definitely, like, being a much easier platform to grow on. I've put way less time into YouTube than I have Twitch, but I have more subscribers over there than I have followers here, you know? But I don't really see myself streaming for, like, the next year. Maybe the next few months. But after that, probably just randomly over the years if I ever feel like stopping in and being like, hey, how's it going? You know? But if I do go back to school like I want to, I'm gonna have to take it seriously. None of this playing games all day and then falling behind. That's what I did in high school. That's why I might have to go to school again. I have the self-control and the drive now, at least, unlike in high school where I was like, I'm having fun, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Fun has driven me throughout a lot of life, but it didn't always drive me in the right direction. Even though you could say fun is the right direction all the time. There are some things that I definitely did not do because I was already having too much fun. Ow. Plus it's funny, like I never considered myself someone that's like cares about going out and being social and all that stuff, but when I was hanging out with my friends last week, I was like, yeah, that was fun, I could do that more. And even when I was having lunch with my grandma's family, I could do more of that. I don't hate being around people, much as I generally have felt like I have throughout my life. I think the reason I don't hate being around people is just because I haven't really been around people that much. When you're just inside for work and you're a video gamer. Yeah, you don't really hang around people that much. So, glad the opportunities are arising in my life now to do more of that. I'm actually giving myself the opportunity to do it. I think it's needed. Humans need social interaction, right? Otherwise we just get depressed. And trust me, I've definitely had moments where I'm like, oh, depressed. That was one of the reasons why all this sparked up in the first place, like the thought of doing schooling and all that stuff, because I was sort of just like, I don't like where life is right now. Like to make it even better. And more social stuff is definitely a big part of that. autos. 2 more, let's go. 69,000 experience in this loop. I'm not gonna re-pot when the strength potion runs out. So hopefully the next 2 mobs drop the thing. We even kill this. Taking a sweet ass time. Did not drop the thing. That is one problem with 54 mobs though, you know, they take a while. There's some 55 mobs we've got to find at some point. Like these guys. Some mobs around. Even worse. Health 2 fades. Interesting thing. I'm feeling like it tonight. I might actually play some Warhammer. do some PvP. See, I find Warhammer Online to be a fun game, but I don't think it would be a very good game for streaming. I know some people do stream it. Sometimes they have like events on that they'll stream, but the fact that you're doing like PvP most of the time makes it a very difficult game to stream, because if you're streaming and you're PvPing and then like someone from the opposite faction is also watching your stream and getting all the intel, it's not very good, is it? But honestly, I would consider, depending on how life is looking in the near future, I would consider doing like a hardcore Warhammer Online run. PvE content. Because that game for PvE is quite challenging. But the mobs in the open world do absolutely slap you around, especially if you're playing a DPS. I think it'd be so easy to die. Tank and heal is a bit different. You got a lot more staying power, especially as a healer. You can basically solo over. Trust me, I've been doing it. But as a DPS, yeah, it would be a hard challenge. Made even harder by the fact that you're not doing PvP, so you're not getting renown points, so you're not getting like extra abilities. Like take less crit damage and stuff like that. My friends, I don't know what they've been doing. Like we started playing some Ever obviously, but we haven't played for a while. As much as I want to, I haven't even bothered asking them. WoW housing came out and then other stuff. One of them's probably working quite hard because it's like, you know, basically the Christmas season. So I'm just like, eh. If one of them asks to play, be like, yeah, let's do it. But otherwise, I'll just play by myself. Still fun. That is one of the issues, even with online gaming friends, you know, you eventually are gonna have a friends list that is ever shrinking. The thing with gamers, if you're making friends with other gamers, there will come a time where those friends will just stop playing video games. It's inevitable. People get lives, whatever, you know? I mean, I stopped playing games for like 5 years with my friend when I was getting into graphic design. I remember jumping on Discord one day with them after not talking to them for like 5 years just because I was busy. I'm like, hello, how's it going? They're like, well, you're alive. One of my friends thought I sold my WoW account and all because I wasn't around. I didn't. Never would. I feel like these days it would be a lot less, but like back when I did stop playing WoW, you know, I probably got a few $1,000s, but it's not worth the time that I've put into the video game, you know. At that point it would have been probably somewhere between 5,000 to 10,000 hours of video game on WoW. A few $1,000s would have not made up for that. Especially when you look at RAM prices right now, and you can probably make a few $1,000s just by holding on to a RAM stick for a few years. Oh, we just hit for 666, and I was just about to say fuck Sam Altman, so I mean, it writes itself. The number of the beast, AI might be that beast. We'll see. At least the image of it, huh? We live in strange times. I used all my roasted. I've been fighting these mobs for so long. I get this last quest item. I've been feeling good after that sneeze though, so like, I'm not 100%, I still got a little bit of sniffle nose, but thankfully my nose isn't just like absolutely attacking me. But I'm still going to end after this quiz. But it looks like we'll be over halfway through this level, so it's honestly a lot more than I thought I would get done when I was first thinking about ending after this quest, because drops have been terrible. Pretty terrible indeed. Yeah, video gamers already hate AI, right? Because, you know, it's just pumping out AI slop in video games. Even Larian said they were gonna do some AI stuff for their new game. Kinda sad. But now it's gonna be harder to like upgrade your PC and all that because of the cost of it. It's gonna be ridiculous with RAM and all that going on. They really didn't need a reason for video gamers to hate AI even more, but hey, they gave us one. Being able to reserve like half of the RAM in the world with money that doesn't exist because you're putting everything into AI, and all the CEOs being like, oh, AI, that sounds like a good bandwagon to get on. What a load of shit. Honestly.
Interesting. You have a great day now. Off and away. Very good. Be seeing you. Very well then. Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you. My, you're a tall one. You have a great day now.
When you have 20, perfect. We are over halfway through this level, and we're about to get another 5,000 experience there as well. So pretty good. Pretty good day of leveling, even if it was short. Short. Going in the book.
I got what you need.
Almost do. Like, weapons are 20 DPS lower than your smash.
Glad I could help. Yo. Keep it real.
Fly back to gang, gets in, hand in this quest, and then we're done. It's not like a 2-hour stream is an irregular thing for me recently, so it is what it is. I would have liked to have been able to stream for more, but I am just not feeling that well right now, and I'd rather go have a nap and hope that it fades, you know. But I'll try to be back tomorrow so we can finish off. Still a lot to do tomorrow. So I'll try to be back tomorrow so I can do that. If not, definitely Friday, because I want to stream on Friday to get the mail check-in. But I will try to be here tomorrow. Would be good to do at least, because if I can be here tomorrow and Friday, we can finish Francie this week. 54. Francie being done before Christmas is kind of the goal. So yeah, if we get done this week, then maybe we could play a little bit of Friend going into Christmas. Get some more rest experience on her because of that, stuff like that. We're approaching the end, but I've kind of lost steam.
Time is money, friend. Hurry back. Keep it real. Glad I could help.
Just taking a long time, you know. But yeah, I will see you guys
money, friend.
when I see you guys, hopefully tomorrow. If not though, sometime.
Be good.
Hope you all have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world. Sorry it's not a bit longer, but I've been feeling like shit for the last hour. So it is what it is. Nose is running. Sneezy boys. Ugh. It's terrible. The amount of times I've had to like do a big sniff. My mic muted, so But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. Have a good one. I've also got to try to finish Lena's video. Guess I'll try to get that done before next week. It's gonna be like a month since the last video at that point, but we'll get there. Been a lot going on. It's December. Later, everybody.